Playing in the NFL is very difficult. Players and the coaches work tirelessly just for me to sit on my couch with my 5'0" stature to say that I could do it better. The NFL recently has been very good at providing quality entertainment with the recent removal of defense, but there is a select few games where there is absolutely zero interesting content throughout the entire hour of play. And I have found 3 of the saddest games in NFL history. Now I do have one honorable mention because I did want to mention it. Also, I want the video to be longer, but don't tell anybody that. Such as the 2010 wildcard game, which was the Chiefs versus the Ravens. The Chiefs quarterback literally decided to just take a massive shit on the field instead of play football. The best way I could describe this game was that the Ravens got 28 first downs, and the Chiefs got 6. That out of the way, here's the first game. In 2007, the Steelers played the Dolphins. The Steelers were potential Super Bowl contenders, and the Dolphins were just trying their best to not die. This game was expected to be a blowout, which would somehow be more exciting than what ended up happening. That night was insanely rainy, which was not good, seeing as the fact that the Heinz Field sod had the friction levels of a ball pit. It was not until the end of the third quarter in which the Steelers would even try to attempt a field goal. The kick looked like it was done by a 72-year-old white woman with her left leg. By some miracle, the Dolphins also managed to get down to the field to attempt another field goal. The Dolphins' attempt at the kick makes the Steelers' grandma look like the next 5-star recruit. The best way I can describe the ground right now is that when the ball landed on the ground after a punt, it glued to the ground. After 4 quarters of literally zero scoring, the Steelers were finally able to make it to a field goal attempt. What originated as a 24-yard chip shot is now the hardest challenge one can do as an NFL player. And to everybody's surprise, he made the field goal. That game had basically zero stakes, but at least kind of funny to see these players struggle so much. However, this next one was such a terrible blowout that it's genuinely devastating to think about. In 2009, the Patriots played the Titans. Patriots were 3-2 and were off to a rocky start, but the Titans were 0-5, so they had absolutely no chance to begin with. This was so sad, I'll just give you a rundown of every score. The Titans punt on their opening drive after a 3-and-out, and Julian Edelman runs it back 30 yards. The Patriots then miss their field goal wide right. The Lions then punt again, and the Patriots run it in 50 yards for a touchdown. At this point, the Titans quarterback has not thrown a complete pass yet. Patriots throw the ball to Wes Welker, and he runs it next to the touchdown before they kick a field goal. Now this is when shit gets wild. The Titans running back then decides to let go of the ball, and the Patriots recover it. 4 plays later, Randy Moss absolutely cooks his 2 defenders. The Titans then do an amazing, never mind, the quarterback laid an egg. This must be some sick CIA torture method for Tennessee Titan fans. Motherfucker was jogging. Titans quarterback does an amazing job throwing an absolute laser to the Patriots defense. I'll give you $100 if you can guess what happened. After a 3-and-out, Tom Brady then gets his 4th touchdown pass of the quarter. This game is like when you're at recess and you're playing football against the kid that drafted the really bad kid first overall to make him feel better. Behold, everybody, the 2009 Tennessee Titans. Alright, so Tom Brady got his 5th touchdown pass. Okay, it's 45-0. I think the Titans can make a comeback. Tom Brady humbly scores his 6th touchdown pass. Fast forward to the start of the 4th quarter. Tom Brady and the rest of the starters are long gone, but this does not stop the Patriots from still slapping the Titans. Although the Titans didn't score a point, it could have been worse. They could have lost by 60 points, I guess. Compared to the other 2, this last game is very infamous, and I don't really know if it's sad or hilarious. You all know that the Cleveland Browns as a franchise is all just a bunch of shit, but there was actually a time where they were mediocre. In 2001, the Browns were just a game away from making it to the playoffs. They were down by 5 on Jacksonville's 20. It was pretty likely they were going to win the game, because they would definitely make such an amazing playoff run with players like Tim Couch. The Browns had just converted a 4th and 2 and were rushing over to go spike the ball. So he spikes the ball, but they have to review the play. People thought that they were reviewing it for intentional grounding, but that's not what they were doing. They stopped to review the play before this one. If you don't know what's wrong with that, it's a very obvious rule that once you run another play, you can't go back and review an old play that already happened. So they ruled that they didn't convert the 4th and 2, and the Jaguars got the ball. So the game is over, but slight issue, all of the fans are hucking 5,000 bottles on the field. So the next issue is that the football is the least of their concerns, and now they have to work on not dying. I mean, it looks like a fucking battle royale out there. So after about 20 minutes of this, the ref just fucking gives up and calls the game. To sum it all up, all of these games are basically on the same caliber as the Broncos 2022 season.